What are some of the things that you did for entertainment?
Oh, same thing you guys do now, except for without all the technology. You know, when I was growing up, we had dances, school dances. We used to call them record hops. I don't know where that name came from, but records are little round things, and then 45s, LP. Now you guys just have, well, you don't have CDs anymore. You put everything on the MP3, but we had, you turn on the radio, and the groups that had a hit, they may be performing in a nightclub. Well, the high school may have a dance and pay them, say, $100. The group on the way to the nightclub swing through the school and lip sync to their record, and then hop back in a limo, go off to their club and perform. So we had those kinds of things would go on, and you know, the football games, dances, all that kind of stuff. Just same kind of things, but you just have better technology than we had. So I think we had more fun. When we would dance, you had to go. You were dancing with somebody. You could look out and say, "Oh, so and so danced with so and so." High school dances now, you can't tell who's dancing with who. Everybody's just out there. And sometimes, you know, are they
that
dancing?
makes it more fun.
We used to supervise dances, and we asked one another, "Are they dancing? What are they doing?" You know, and it's, so it was interesting.
What did you do before you became a rapper?
Actually, I've been in public education all my professional career. When I left college, I got a job teaching at an alternative high school in Waterloo at Expo. And then I taught at Waterloo East, Central Middle School. I was a teacher and administrator, the middle school principal, high school assistant principal. So public education for the most part. One year I was in the college food service and restaurant business, because I had done some of those things to get through college during the summer and that kind of stuff. So for the most part, just public education. That's how I know about supervising dances. And we should hate supervising dances.
And crazy dances.
And everybody would always say, "Well, the dance to go to 1. If you want to have a dance, it's over at midnight. If you ask for 1 o'clock again, it's over at 11:30. And then we'd say midnight, and then tell the DJ, put the last record on at 11:45. And then turn on the lights at 11:46. And our goal was to be home by midnight. It was always 6 kids who, their parents knew what time the dance was over, they knew what time the dance was over, and at 12:30, still nobody come and get them, and you call, "What time is it over?" Oh, so that's why I don't call those the good old days.
What is one thing you can remember about teaching you?
Oh, probably the greatest part of it is when you see the light come on for somebody that they weren't getting it at first, and you keep trying to present it different ways, and then it's like, "Oh, now I get it." Or you see people who get away from worrying about grades and really get into enjoying school and learning because it's fun to learn. I was in it long enough that I had people at Waterloo West who were former students of mine who were then teaching there, and it was fun to see them there teaching and enjoying. And I don't know that there's ever a month that goes by when I don't run into somebody that's a former student, and they'll usually say, "Oh, you had such a great impact on me." And I always tell them, "Well, I hope it was positive." But I enjoyed what I did, so many students say I enjoyed the class, so those kinds of things.
What is your present responsibilities right now?
Well, now I'm the full-time pastor here at Bethel and have been for the last 3 years. From 1997 to present day, I've been pastoring here, but 10 of those years I still lived in Waterloo and worked for Waterloo Schools, so I was down here on Sundays and Wednesday night for Bible study. And 3 years ago I moved down here because we were in the process of building a new sanctuary, and the space that we're in now was built in 1868, and there are still nails in the wall and ceiling from 1868, planks on the wall from 1868, and we've outgrown the space, and so we're in that expansion process. And so 90% of my time is spent on full-time pastoring, but a part of that means overseeing the expansion project, working with architects, contractors, the city, those kinds of things. And then I do spend, a year and a half ago, I started working for Iowa City Schools with an after-school program in an elementary school, focusing on reading and writing for elementary kids. Elementary kids are fun. Like all of them are this tall. And
Energetic.
they're energetic, and you can fix stuff. You know, one of them hits the other one. So, did you mean it? No, but they bumped me. Okay. Say you're sorry. I'm sorry. Do you accept the apology? Yep. Shake hands. It's fixed. High school kids fight. Call the officer. Is it 3 days, 5 days, 8 days? Is it an assault? Is it a fight? Call a parent. Oh, so it's just so much fun with elementary kids, and then helping them put the blocks in place to learn to read and improve their math, and it's so much fun. There's kids at Roosevelt Elementary where I work from all over the world. I've got kids there from Sudan, from Egypt, from Vietnam, from Canada, from China, Japan, Mexico, and where they are struggling writing in English now. You're a kid that's in 3rd grade, but they speak Arabic and English. And so by the time they're in 10th grade, they will be proficient in Arabic, English, and one little girl speaks French, she speaks Arabic, and she speaks English. And I'm like, wow, I'm struggling with English. So where she may be not at the head of her class in English now in 3rd grade, 4 years from now, she won't have to sign up to take French in high school. She already speaks French at home and with her friends. She already speaks Arabic at home and with her friends. So while you'll be taking a foreign language, she'll have 3 languages, and some company will say, well, we're going to hire you to work for us in this country because you already know the language. So it'll be, that part is fun. So now I still dabble in education because it's fun. And I pastor the church and do all of those administrative things that you have to do.
How does a pastor get paid?
The different churches do it differently, but this is African Methodist Episcopal Church, and in the AME Church, pastors have we have a group called the stewards, and the stewards are like, if this were a Baptist church, they'd be called the deacons. You reach an annual agreement with them that this will be your benefit package for the year. And within the AME Church, which is like the United Methodist Church, the Presbyterian Church, churches like that, you have some minimum standards. You say that every church with this many members has to pay their pastor this amount, this many members, that amount. Now it can be higher than that, but then the money actually comes from the congregation, from tithes and offering. That's why earlier when I mentioned that the power of the black church comes from the fact that the black preacher never has to worry about what does the mayor think, what does the city council think, because mayor doesn't pay your salary, superintendent doesn't pay your salary, the governor has no impact on your salary, the members of your church. So you're always, so if you're at a church that says we want to be on the cutting edge, when it's civil rights fighting time, we want you out front fighting that fight, we got your back, because we pay your salary. And so it works that way, and you just reach those agreements, and it comes through tithes and offerings.
If you